Greetings, R. Frederick Riddle here with Christian News and Views. This is episode 131, and today is Tuesday. I'm looking at a peace proposal put out by the Trump administration. This apparently reported on in Time magazine, as you'll see in a minute. A peace proposal by the Trump administration that includes recognizing Russian authority over Crimea shocked Ukrainian officials who say they will not accept any formal surrender of the peninsula, even though they expect to concede territory to the Kremlin, at least temporarily. Giving up the land that was illegally annexed by Russia in 2014 is also politically and legally impossible, according to experts. It would require a change to the Ukrainian constitution and a nationwide vote, and it could be considered treason. A lot of things here. Lawmakers and the public are firmly opposed to the idea. It doesn't mean anything, said Alexander Mirazakov, a lawmaker with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky's party. We will never recognize Crimea as part of Russia. Unlike a territorial concession, a formal surrender would permanently relinquish Crimea and abandon the hope that Ukraine could regain it in the future. The Ukrainian public largely understands that land must be ceded as part of any armistice because there is no way to retake it militarily. Polls indicate a rising percentage of the population accepts such a trade-off. U.S. President Donald Trump underscored the Crimean proposal in an interview published Friday in Time magazine. Crimea will stay with Russia. Zelensky understands that, and everybody understands that it's been with them for a long time. Whether the U.S. formally recognizes Crimea as Russian is out of Zelensky's hands. But many obstacles prevent the Ukrainian president from doing so, even under immense pressure. He cannot unilaterally sign any such proposal, and he could be reprimanded by future governments for even attempting it, experts say. So it looks like the Crimea is going to remain occupied Ukrainian territory, and the war is going to be drawn out. And this proposal not likely occur until a ceasefire is in place. In late March, Zelensky told reporters after a call with Trump that the U.S. president clearly understands that legally we will not recognize any territories. He said giving up territory would be the most difficult question and a big challenge for us. Formal recognition of Crimea would also amount to political suicide for Zelensky. It could expose him to legal action in the future, said Timothy Malovanov, president of the Kiev School of Economics and a former economics minister. Signing a potentially unconstitutional document could be interpreted as high treason. The Ukrainian government cannot act either. It has no constitutional means to accept a violation of its territorial integrity, and altering the territorial makeup of the country requires a nationwide referendum. So let's take a look now at my opinion on this. Now, I don't know what the nature of Time magazine is, how accurate they are, how trustworthy they are. They used to be, but then that's similar to AP used to be. But what if they are? But if they are reporting truthfully, then I must take my stand with the Ukraine. First of all, it is the Ukrainian constitution, and it forbids or creates an impossible barrier to ceding land, any land, to Russia. And in that case, this whole proposal stops right there. We would not even consider somebody telling us our constitution don't count. That we would, or that we had to change our constitution to please some other country. We simply wouldn't do it. Someday in the future we might, but right now, no. Russia has violated international law, and its own previous acknowledgement that Crimea belonged to Ukraine. But they violated that agreement and that acknowledgement when they invaded in 2014 and took over Crimea. So it does not matter how long Russia has been there. President Trump made that statement that they've been there a long time. So what? Their occupation of Crimea is illegal from the get-go and cannot be used as an argument to give them a right to the land. Furthermore, Zelensky has no authority to do what our government wants him to do. So that portion of the ceasefire plan is null and void. It would require a constitutional a change to the Constitution, maybe an amendment or something like that. It would also take a national vote. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out in the future. So it's a question really of the rights, the national rights of Ukraine, and how desperate they are. I mean, it would take a lot of desperation. Zelensky is taking a chance. He could end up being charged as a traitor and be imprisoned or worse. And so those are a lot of questions that are being on the table right now. And I just don't see that this plan has any hope as it is presently presented. I think that they need to go back to the table and redo this, recognizing the superiority of the Ukrainian constitution over any negotiation that may take place. You can't violate their constitution just to make an agreement. So that being said, I hope that you have enjoyed today. And if you like this channel, be sure to subscribe using the icon below. By subscribing, you not only ensure that you have access to both my podcasts, Christian News and Views, which you're watching. My other one is called Becoming a Published Author is Fun. And that is where I give out free information to anybody who wants to subscribe and wants to become a published author. And I promise to do all in my power to create episodes that will inform you, encourage you, and inspire you. So I just invite you to do that. It will be an encouragement to me. And again, it's beneficial for you as well if you enjoy these podcasts. So I'll see you in the next video or episode. You have a great day.